Okay, so Duran Duran are supposed to be on the Today Show this morning. And I don't know what happened to me. I fell asleep. I overslept. I woke up just now at 7:30. The only thing that made me, I felt exhausted still. The only thing that made me actually sit up is that somehow, you hear that airplane? Somehow I did remember that Duran Duran were coming on the Today Show this morning, which I would normally be watching anyway, but I overslept. It's weird because I took a nap yesterday. I was really exhausted from walking downtown. I don't know why I was so tired. It took everything I had to walk downtown and come back up. Then I took a nap for a good 2 hours, like from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Then I don't even know what time I fell asleep, but it wasn't late. It was like 11 o'clock or something, because then I woke up 2:30 in the morning to go pee. Then since 2:30 I've been asleep, so I don't know why I slept so much. But I need to see Duran Duran. I intended to react to it. So here I am. I have no idea. Normally speaking, on the Today Show, they put the, live thingies in the last, what used to be the last half hour, the 8:30 to 9 o'clock half hour. But because it's live from London, it's some kind of performance from London. Maybe it's one song. I don't trust it because they just said go into the commercial almost like it's coming up. So I don't know, because I just woke up. I made tea almost. I made water and milk. I didn't put the tea bag in it. But now I'm here. And I'm going to only escape during commercials. Okay. I know my hair is funny. I don't care. So it's already 8:30. Don't ask me how that happened. But yeah, I have my snacks. Obviously, they're going to play a whole song, so I'm going to have to take chunks of sound out of it before I post this, so it'll take forever. But it's morning, that's why I have the same shirt from yesterday. See, what has happened is what I do is I take a shower or whatever in the afternoon, usually late afternoon once I'm all gross. And then put a shirt on to sleep in. These are inside clothes. And then I will start all over again. So the shirt goes from like afternoon to the next afternoon. Okay. After the commercial. Yeah, where's Paper Goods?
In 40 years after taking the world by storm, they are still going strong.
Oh, so what are we doing? Oh, we're interviewing. Okay.
And we're going to chat with them, and even better, they're going to treat us to a full half hour of music.
They're in a hotel somewhere.
And then some new music from their 15th studio album that comes out
Simon
later
listening.
this year, which is great.
Hand
It's
in the
called
butt.
Future Past. But wait, there's more. As an added treat, they're going to be back in the third hour with even more music.
Even more music in the third hour.
Jill Martin's going to stop by with some tips on
Okay.
refreshing your morning routine.
Okay, here we are. And there's no Savannah, which is interesting.
The world of music for 40 years now this morning, and they are treating us to some of their classic hits and some new ones.
But how are they doing a live performance if Roger and Simon are sitting in a hotel room?
Let's catch up with two of the members of
Explain it to me. I know this was here before, but I feel like it's getting floppy and therefore fatter looking.
Good morning. I'll jump right in. 2021 marks 40 years.
40 years.
Duran Duran's become a global phenomenon. And as you guys look back at the 40 years, what would you say would be the secret to your success?
Being hot? No.
Probably not looking back.
A good one, Roger.
Excellent, Roger. I think we do. We try to keep looking forward. I mean, we've got such a history.
The future.
So much behind us.
Yeah, I
so
used to be
many
forward
years that
thinking.
We do actually. I think generally.
I don't know what happened to
Try
me.
keep in the moment. Keep
I know what
looking
happened.
forward and try to keep moving on. Really.
We're good mates, and I think that goes a long way to keeping us together as a band. We spend time together and laugh a lot.
Yes,
On
definitely.
that, what's it like to have young Finn now
Long.
whose parents were fans
That was like a
33
marriage
years
question.
ago?
Answer.
What'd you say?
Did you catch that?
I didn't catch that.
What's it like now? Because you have a whole new generation of fans.
It's amazing. I mean, you sort of, we didn't know what was going to happen. You know, we didn't know. We when we started this band, we didn't see further than 6 months in the future.
Wow.
And now, 40 years ahead, we've got fans of lots of different generations, and it's extraordinary. I think we all feel very, very, very fortunate.
I mean, you've had such a storied career. Is there a single achievement of which you are proudest over the last 40 years?
I think sticking together, actually.
Well, you
second
didn't.
time
You broke
around,
up
you know,
and-
we did have a little bit of a split, but when we got back together in 2001, we stayed together, and I think that is.
You act like Andy doesn't exist, bro. That's not okay.
Simon, as I understand it, you went into the studio in late 2018 after you put out Paper Gods. You maybe could have recorded 2 or 3 songs and released an EP.
Yeah.
But here we are now, a couple years after that, with a full track list that is future past. Well, where did COVID play a role in that?
Honestly, Carson should have been the only one asking
Came
questions.
in, as you know, about a year and a couple of months after we started the project, and it really stopped everything. You know, our producer sent us an email saying, "I'm not coming to the studio anymore," and that really stopped everything in its tracks. And we were trying to get the album out in 2020. But 2020 was it got written off really. But in that year, in between when everything closed down, and which also included us coming back to work and getting the project started again, we all had a chance to step back and really, in the same
Well,
way
they
that
did a
artists
lot
do in the
online,
future,
and I'm thankful for that. I mean,
and we stepped back
John
and we
did the
saw
bass
where the
tutorials,
weaknesses
and
were,
Roger
where the
did
strengths were,
his
and we
like
were able to make it a
those
much
lists
better
of
album
songs
for
he
that.
did on the. If you haven't seen them,
It's very cool. Got a lot of collaborations
should.
on it. So you've got Graham
They're on
from Blur
the
playing
Duran Duran
guitar.
YouTube
Ricky
channel.
Lee's got some vocals on it. It's a really cool album. You got 3 great producers. But specifically, Simon or John, tell me about working with Mark Ronson, because we hear
Simon or
so
Roger.
much of his successful tracks.
He said Simon or John.
Yeah, I mean, we
That was
worked
an
with,
accident,
Mark
'cause
for
he
many
knows.
years, and we love to work with Mark. I mean, he's such an inspirational guy to work with. So it was great to work with Mark here on this record. It was a great collaboration. But I think generally we feel as though we're at such a great moment right now, because as Simon was saying, we've been locked away for so long with the lockdown and everything, and you know, we've just finished the album as we seem to be coming out of this whole thing, and it just seems such a beautiful moment.
Yeah. By the way, this is Roger, not
Yes,
John.
not John.
Thank you, Simon.
Yes. Right. Right. Gotcha. Sorry about that.
Is it-
How do you think your music is different from back in the days of MTV? I know that Nick's talked a lot about your sort of sonic landscape and the importance of Duran Duran's
It's
music
okay to let things go, but I do like it when people correct something that big.
How do you think that your music's evolved?
I mean, it's evolved as music has evolved. You know, we've always gone into the studio with an experimental mindset. We've always wanted to discover new music for the band, but at the same time, there is a sound that is always Duran Duran. It's got a lot to do with the way I sing. It's got a lot to do with the way Roger plays the drums, and John plays the bass guitar, the kind of sounds that Nick makes on his keyboard. But we're always listening.
He
to
went
new
ahead to
music
explain
as
who
well.
everybody
And
is.
I think we're very affected by the great progress and developments that are happening in the art form while we're doing our thing, the stuff that other artists are doing.
Yeah. Roger, I'm sorry, I can't see in my monitor too well here. You're one of my favorite drummers of all time. Because of you, I bought a 5-piece Pearl when I was 15 years old from a paper route I got, so I apologize for that. But Simon, Roger, hang tight. Let's get to some music, and let's go back and start with the classic. Let's enjoy Duran Duran now. Here is Notorious.
It's that same studio from before, from the what's that? You know what? Over the years, I don't know that I like Notorious as much as I once did. Some of them on 100,000th listening, it's kind of like, yeah, okay. The ones they have to play because everybody recognizes them. I mean, live, of course, because he walks over there in that section. No, no. And in that section, no, no. But if they play Hungry Like the Wolf, I'm going to jump off my couch to my death. Won't you with my business? You pay the profits to justify your reasons. I heard you promise, but I don't believe it. I'll put sugar in here. Yeah, I know note in the wrong place. I know that. It's morning. That guy really, I mean, from far, he looks like Warren. I forgot who he is now. He's from another group. They said it before. The guy sitting in on guitar for them. I mean, Warren's going to be old by now. I have no idea what Warren looks like now. Got like the same shaped head and everything. So they're doing one song now, and then more later, or I confused myself. You pay the profits to justify your reasons. I heard you promise, but I don't believe it. They're going to, I thought it was going to be a medley. It's just, there's, with no people, it doesn't work out. But now they're still there talking. So they watch themselves.
Title track off their fourth studio album, 1986 it came out, Notorious, but now we're looking ahead. Just like the guys
Now we're looking ahead.
We got Simon live in London. They don't look back, we look forward, and we're going to look forward to their new record, their 15th, Future Past. And we're going to get a song off of it, and we'll chat more with the guys. It's Duran Duran's music here, coming up, but first, this is Today on NBC.
So we're going to do the new, no, it's 8:46. It's commercial, I guess. So they're just basically co-hosts now. Just sitting there.
Performing Duran Duran's new hit, Invisible.
Okay. I do like Invisible. I should have been listening to it. I just, my brain, I'm not a normal functioning human being. I should know all the words by now, but you know what? After those first couple days, I've just been watching YouTube videos of other stuff. I'm a horrible person. If I still listen to music, like I walked around with it on like my phone or headphones or whatever, I would have, but I don't. You know, you should listen to Simon's lyrics because they're always timely. They're always for the moment, you know. I am feeling numb and my memory's going. I'm just thinking they're gonna endure after me. Like I'm saying, when there's no people there, there's a boringness to it that's not their fault, you know? You need a crowd, you need that. And if you've never seen them in concert, you know the difference. I mean, if you've never seen them in concert, you don't know the difference. But if you have, you know what I'm saying. Even if they were, you know, on the plaza at 30 Rock. I did somehow think that there was going to be people today. I don't know what the London situation is with crowds and stuff and performances. Because that's where they are. They're not in New York. I don't know, my eyes started watering, not I wasn't tears of joy or anything, it just started watering. That's it. This is an interesting chunk of the Today Show dedicated to, I'm surprised by it, because it's completely different.
Wow, there you go.
Oh, Craig was like, whoa.
Roger and Simon joined us. That was Invisible, the lead single off their 15th studio record, Future Past. You know, I always have associated technology with Duran Duran.
It was weird because I was thinking the other day how all this time that Savannah's been interviewing him, it should have been Carson.
The artificial intelligence that made that video possible, guys.
Huxley is an artificial intelligence creative. You feed in information, pictures of the band, pictures of the world around us, and the words of the song, and pictures of us, and Huxley dreams a video for you.
It's too much Brave New World, too much.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things.
Yeah,
check out
creepy as hell.
if you haven't seen it. And then finally, Duran Duran, the record comes out October 22nd. I think you can pre-sale order it now.
Yeah.
What's the future for a tour?
You know, the world is just starting to open up again after COVID. We're ready, aren't we, Rog?
Yeah. I think we're probably going to get to America next year. I think 22 is when we're going to get there, I think. I mean, it's been really difficult for us because, you know, we love to play and we love to connect with our audience. So it's really exciting to be getting back out again next year.
Simon, Roger. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys in New York, so thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Great. Thanks. It's been a pleasure being on your show. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And our pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
And again, don't forget their album Future Past is available for pre-order.
Can't all talk at once, guys.
With one more song in our third hour, but first.
So that third hour song, we're gonna have to wait for that. It says Harmony 19 minutes. There you go. So the third hour song, which I swear to God, better not be hungry like the wolf. Let me guess. Let me use my psychic powers. My prediction of third hour song. I don't know why I'm thinking Sirius. They'd never do Sirius, right? What? That's not my prediction, but that's the first song that came to my head. I'm thinking something from the Wedding album. Should be something from newer than that. Should be something from Astronaut or Red Carpet Massacre. It's got to be something people know. Okay. All right. Come on, done. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens. Okay, so here's song number 3.
All right, it is time. Superfan Jill stuck around for her Duran Duran t-shirt with it. We're back with some more music on this
Now
Friday
it's
morning.
Superfan
So
Jill.
Duran treated us
Look,
to some of their hit
All of us of a certain age like Duran Duran, so why they're always trying to make somebody from the show a super fan is beyond me.
Their upcoming album, Future Past, here is Duran Duran.
A brand new song. I was wrong. Why do I have these in? I haven't heard an official version of this. I don't know if I was supposed to.
Jill feed during our
I know. I wanted to see you doing your MTV dances. Did you know Jill used to be an MTV dancer?
Oh, I know.
Jill was an MTV dancer?
Yes.
No,
Jill,
wait a
you were
minute.
an MTV dancer?
Yes, I was a Club MTV dancer. And a
Now, I used to watch Club
dancer
MTV every
weddings
afternoon. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
So I to all the Duran Duran songs. But I just want to end with being that you are Nate Berkus' cousin, random fact of the day. And
Thank you very much.
He's Nate Berkus' cousin. I didn't know that.
Uncle. So there you go.
Chanel wins, as she always does.
I made that up, but whatever.
Oh, I was like, is that true?
No, in fact, I met him one day and I told him that, and he said I can continue to claim him. So there you go.
Like I said, Chanel wins. Chanel wins.
So I really like this song. I do not know it. I have to listen to it about 4,000 times to figure out what he's talking about.
We'll be right back.
It sounded really good, and I was sitting there wishing. Now, I used to tape everything from the time I was a kid. Right, we had VCRs, and I used to tape everything. And then I should have remembered that this was a vital point in my life where the DVD recorder machine I had broke, and then I started looking at them online to see how much they were, and they were ridiculously expensive. And when I looked it up, it was like they weren't going to allow people to record anymore because of, like, you know, like if you record off TV, it'll be like copyright infringement or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, this has like been my whole thing my whole life. Like if I want to watch the Olympics or anything that I want to watch and rewatch I always did that. So it kind of took a little chunk out of me that I wasn't able to do that anymore. And I haven't thought about it in the longest time. And I'm sitting here watching this video, them sing this song, and I'm like, I wish I could hit record. And I haven't felt like that in such a long time. A lot of things happened. I sometimes I wonder why I became the way I am, why I'm so sullen, why I'm so... A lot of things... My life was never great. The world was okay. But a lot of things got worse. A lot of things were taken away that made things bearable or enjoyable or whatever. And I forget sometimes how much just my own personal stuff I used to do, I couldn't do anymore. Because they stopped it, or they discontinued it, or they didn't allow it. Yeah, but anyway, I separated this piece. I gotta tack it onto the other piece, and we'll see how long it takes me to get this up there. Because I'm gonna have to cut out some chunks, so it could take a day. Anyway, or more. That was good. I'm glad I was wrong. I thought it was gonna be an older song. I'm glad they played something new I didn't even know. They may have put that. If they put that song out and I missed it, I don't know how. I followed the Twitter. I followed the YouTube. But sometimes YouTube doesn't tell me things. I don't know. Anyway.